Last time out, I caught up with Scunthorpe racer Archie Carter, who was just beginning his debut Class 7 season, and despite the challenging learning curve, he's enjoying every moment he gets behind the wheel of the twin-engine machine.
To be fair, once you've dropped that clutch second time, when you're out, you get used to it straight away.
This time, I caught up with one of the sport's most enthusiastic female racers on the grid, Helen Blake, who has been a big contributor to Grass Chat over the years, doing interviews and flying the Grass Chat flag with stickers on board of the car, and even contributing to the early editions of the Grass Chat magazine.
Not allowed on the start line, and it was terrifying. But the moment the bungee lifted and I set off, of course everyone set off and I was last, but the buzz just driving on the racetrack and the sound of the car was just phenomenal. And I'll never forget the amazing feeling of coming into the pits thinking, I don't care if I've been lapped. That was awesome. I want to do it again.
A couple of years on from that chat, we find a much more relaxed Helen waiting for her first race of the season. But is it all a front just to hide the nerves and excitement that there is before you finally get in that car and go racing?
So then, Helen, one of our biggest contributors actually to Grass Chat, biggest supporters. You've been with us almost since the beginning, helping out. Part of the magazine, got the stickers. You did the interview with us a couple of years ago during lockdown. Now here we are at a race meeting, long overdue with the weather and everything. How excited are you to be back in the race meeting?
Very excited, but really nervous actually. I feel like I've forgotten what I'm supposed to be doing. I was doing a bit of a flap this morning. I was like, have I packed everything? Have I got everything? What happens if I can't race because I've forgotten something important like my licence? So yeah, it's going to take a while to get back into it, I think, but once we get going it'll be fine. I keep saying to myself, am I going to quit racing and do knitting or something because I can't cope with the stress and the pressure? But the moment I'm on that start line, I'm like, yeah, I like this, let's get it done.
Yeah, so you do a lot of it yourself, all credit to you, don't you? I mean, I know you've had some great people helping out, get the car ready for this season and this meeting. I hear a new engine under the bonnet?
Yeah, got a new engine, thanks to Santa for that one. And then MG Automotive rebuilt it for me. I've had Luxspeed doing the panels, I've had JL Science doing the paint, and I've got some new sponsors for the new season.
Yeah, you obviously do a lot on social media, for not just for like autographs, but other stuff to do, because I mean you really are a car nut, aren't you?
Yeah,
you love everything about cars. You're at car shows and meets and doing all sorts of things, and you've obviously got some great people involved now. What do you actually do regarding for your sponsors? Like, do you send back photos, videos and all sorts of stuff to keep them in the know?
Well, most of my sponsors are actually my friends on Facebook anyway, and Instagram. I've got a sponsor from Instagram this time. And then it's just word of mouth. Like, some people will say, oh, I know someone with a business, do you want me to ask? I'm like, yeah, please do. I went to the Autosport show and got chatting to some people. It wasn't fruitful, sadly, but there were people interested, but then they never got back to me. I try to go for local businesses. Doesn't always work, so I've got some local, like Ben Rodney, he's local, he was around the corner, and I'm in pantomime with him. And then Flat 6 Automotive, they actually look after all my vehicles, and he used to go to my school. So yeah, they're the only two local ones, and obviously Santa, very personal to me. But yeah, it was either word of mouth, I sent some emails out, and yeah, I've managed to scrape together some more sponsors, and let's go racing.
Yeah, well, Stock Hatch, obviously you've had that for a few years now, and you've been obviously enjoying yourself. Had a pretty good year last year.
Very good.
Success at all the big meetings, and obviously supporting local and club meetings as well. Just explain a little bit about this car then, because Stock Hatch class came in a lot later than the traditional classes that we've had. So just give us a bit of a rundown about your car.
So, well, I started out in Class 6, as you know, and then the day that I was bought a Class 2 for me, I bought it wasn't this one, it was its predecessor. So I ended up with two cars accidentally. Sold the Class 2, stuck with Stock Hatch because there were more people in it at that time. And I just love the class, I love the car, it's like a proper driver's car. There's very little to do with it, well, you know, I don't have the knowledge anyway, but there's very little to do with it. And I just love the shape, I love the styling, I love the way it handles. It's just been a brilliant car. This will be its 5th or 6th season now.
Yeah.
And everyone's saying, wow, you've got through like that many seasons without having to complete rebuild. I said, I know, it's amazing. It's had a couple of nose jobs in its life, but this is the first time it's had a complete rebuild. So I'm really proud of how it's turned out. I love the class. I think I'll always pick Stock Hatch now. It's a good, what I call a working man's class. It's the more affordable of the classes, and we just need more ladies. So get out there, ladies, come and get in the Stock Hatch and play with me, please.
So what about your aspirations for the season? Are you committed to doing much, or is it just race as and when you can?
Yeah, I'm in the UK again, defending champion of the UK. I'd very much like to get the national title, although I don't know, nerves always seem to get the better of me in the nationals. Came second last year, was proud of that. So let's see what we can do this year. But yeah, I think we've got one or two really good drivers coming into Stock Ups this year, which I'm excited to race with. We've got some other ladies that I race with the UK, they're back in the UK, so that's exciting. So yeah, looking forward to the big meets, looking forward to just travelling all over, racing every weekend where I can, because it's what I love to do.
And what about today? Is it just fun today, just fun getting back behind the wheel?
Yeah, just fun today. I don't want to go out there with a serious head. We are racing with Class 6 sadly, so I don't think we'll be doing any good today, but just get out there, see how the car feels. It's his first time running since he had the engine rebuild, so just see how we get on.
Definitely. We'll obviously keep a close eye, and hope it all goes well.
Thank you very much.
So with an equal amount of excitement and nerves setting in, it's finally time for Helen to jump in the car, get suited and booted, and make her way to the holding lanes ready for that eagerly anticipated first race of the season. At regular club events, the ladies will be grouped into their own class races. The stock hatches fit into Class 12, which is usually along with Class 4 and Class 6. There are no 4s on this occasion, but Helen will have her sights not only on defeating her fellow stock hatch drivers, but mixing it up with the much higher powerful Class 6s. With the new engine working well, it was a 4th place overall finish in that opening race and first Stockatch across the line. I caught up with Helen after the race to see how she felt the car went and how the race actually went overall.
Right, first heat out of the way.
Yeah.
Obviously waited a while. Nerves there.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Really good. I don't know who was Stockatch and who wasn't. I was 5th in the race, but I think I might have been first Stockatch, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, first Stockatch. Holly was a little way behind. There was another one, which I think is a new driver, a little bit steady. But keeping up with the 6s, which is always nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I even got one, didn't I?
Yeah, you beat one of them. They have the legs on you down the straight,
Yeah,
but you get a bit in the corners. So you was having a good race with one of them, trying to get past, nearly there.
Yeah, it was really fun, really good to get back out there. I've done what I said I was going to do. Keep saying I'm going to do knitting or something a bit less stressful, and then get out there, and after the first race I'm like, I love it!
Well, good that you're happy. The car feel good?
Feels great.
New engine all right?
Really, really good.
Good.
Yeah, really happy.
Good, well that's what it's like. Worth the wait then, I hope.
Definitely, yeah, and I can't wait to get out for Heat 2 now, see what happens.
Well, bit of a wait, I'm afraid, until then, so we'll see how we go. Thank you very much. See you in a bit.
See ya.
After this opening heat success, Helen would be the best placed Stockatch driver in all of her races throughout the whole weekend. She knows she will have more challenges to come, but the Stockatch class is a fantastic entry-level class for both men and women. But if you're a lady driver out there who wants to get behind the wheel, Helen has a message for you.
We just need more ladies. Get out there, ladies. Come and get in the Stockatch and play with me, please.
If you would like to learn more about autograss racing, then visit www.national-autograss.com. For information on race classes, clubs and venues, and event fixtures, you will soon learn that there's always some autograss racing happening near you.